Live. All righty, guys. You guys are live.
Okay.
Mike, since Richard is not here, would you mind being the co-chair?
Yes, let me get myself situated here. Sure, I'm on my phone, so I don't know if I'm gonna, maybe I need to switch to my desktop to do this properly because I need to see both the screens. 1 second.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Sorry, guys. Going through trying to make sure Richard or Bill haven't joined. Okay, there we are, Mike. Hi. You are on mute still.
Thank you.
There we go.
Sorry, guys, I didn't prepare for that. Okay, if we have a quorum, I'll call the meeting to order. Maybe start with introductions, please. My name is Mike Muller. I'm a licensed architect in Scranton, board member.
Okay, so we have Mike here. Richard Leonori is absent presently. Conrad Bosley, are you here?
Yes, he is.
Okay, there we go. Bill Lesniak, I do not see Bill on the call here, so he's absent. Katie Gilmartin, she's here. And Katie Kearney.
I'm here.
Okay, perfect. And we have our solicitor, attorney Daniel Pinatar III. He is present as well.
Excellent.
All right, Mike.
Following our agenda here, we have a review of our meeting minutes from the August meeting. These have been distributed, so hopefully all members had the opportunity to review these. If so, I'll take a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, Katie first, Conrad second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? It was unanimous. Okay. Right into our reviews for applications of certificate of appropriateness. Our first application is for 329 Penn Avenue. This is the Electric City Center.
Okay.
Sorry.
And I don't know if we have a representative from this application present tonight.
Yeah, I'm on
Yes,
here.
he does.
Yeah, I'm Charles. Can you hear me?
Yep. Hello, Charles.
All right, Charles, you can present to the board your application and what your project is.
There's no changes. Yeah, no changes to the building. All we're doing is, I sent pictures earlier. I think, Brittany, you got them.
Yep.
All we're doing is basically patching the existing stucco that's crumbling on the side of the building. It's become a hazard now because it's actually fallen off the building. It's actually, these pictures are better than what it is now because these pictures were taken, as you can see on the top there. It's all buckling out. We had the roof replaced back in 2017, so water had penetrated underneath this, and it's actually there's no siding or anything putting back on. We're keeping it the same. It's just that we're fixing these bulging spots around the building. There, you can see there, it's actually worse now, but actually I had to move cars around in the parking lot because there's one picture that's in there that has a hole in it. That stucco's actually crumbling off right now. And there's about 2 or 3 spots right now that's ready to pop and basically hit the parking lot. There's one actually towards the front by the sidewalks that's going to come out pretty soon. Any day now, actually, with this rain. I'm surprised it hasn't popped yet.
Understand. As an architect, I can say obviously a lot of the damage that's happening is from water infiltration. And
Tracks, yeah.
while you're patching or repairing, I think that's obviously something you have to do for safety reasons. But I don't know if it's worth investigating your coping at the roof and see if anything's getting in from above.
Yeah, it's all capped. That was all capped when we had the roof done. This is existing stuff that finally just was getting through the cracks.
Got it.
And we're at a point now where you need to address it, you know?
Understand.
Yeah. Who did it for us? Dimick did the roof for us. And yeah, it's all capped on the edge now on the top. As you can see, probably in one of the pictures, you'll be able to see it all capped around the top now. Yeah, you can see it there. Yeah. But see, water got under. Now water's actually getting in those cracks, you know?
Understand. Yeah, it's exacerbating the issue.
Correct. And it's, yeah.
I don't take any exception to the application. I don't know if any other board members have questions or concerns.
No, I have none.
Either Katie?
I don't.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll make-
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the replacement of the stucco, or the
Okay.
repair of the stucco, excuse me.
And I will second that.
And Conrad seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That sounds unanimous. Thank you, Mr. Hibble.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Okay,
Hold on 1 second because Richard is trying to get in the meeting.
but I'm doing so well.
Did you need me or can
know.
I log off, guys? Can I log off, Charles?
You can.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
And you're welcome to
yep.
stay, but thank you.
I'm not sure how to let him in. 'Cause I didn't do anything to prevent people from not getting in the meeting. That's weird.
We'll just keep going. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I have the agenda up on my other screen here. The next application for appropriateness is for 515 Center Street. This is for the Adezo Coffee Shop, and it's an application for new signage. And if I read the application correctly, I believe the existing banner is getting replaced. Is that? I'm not sure who's representing the signage company today.
I am, guys. That's Bob Sanchuk from Windward Sign. Yeah, basically the Adezo is doing a little bit of rebranding. So the old pole banner that was there and the old kind of really tall aluminum side that goes up the corner of that building was taken down. So we're just putting some new ones up for them. So that's what this application is. Also just their frosted vinyl on their door.
Got it. This is another example of, we have reviewed signage in the past for the armature, if you will, and not really reviewing the graphics. And I will yield to Richard on this. And unfortunately, he's not getting into this meeting easily, but in the past, we've done something where the armature has been approved and that the signage can kind of come and go without necessarily needing approval from us. And I think this is an example of that, because it's, as long as the material is fine and the dimensions are consistent, I don't know if it's necessarily something we need to review each time. So that's my piece there. I don't know if any of the other board members have questions or concerns.
No, I think they look good.
Yeah, I agree. Conrad, anything from you?
No, I have no objections or comments that, are germane to this.
Very good. How about Ms. Gilmartin?
Nope, me neither.
Okay, I'll accept a motion.
I'll make the motion this time.
Thank you, Conrad.
I'll
I need a
second.
second. That's Katie Gilmartin. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Bob, good luck with
All
your
right.
sign.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good
Thank
night.
you. Have a great night. Okay, the next application for appropriateness is on Lackawanna Avenue. I believe this is the Enterprise Center located at 201 Lackawanna Avenue. And
Look at that online application.
we are stepping into 2022 with ease.
Let's go with like 2002. Let's not get too crazy.
All right.
And
Here
Mike, would
is
this,
the
do you
project.
think, be the same thing since it's just a?
I do think it's the same thing. But I don't know if that's the motion we're passing tonight. I will yield a little bit to our
Richard's here.
solicitor. And Richard's
Thank you. I've been waiting outside the door for a while.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you gotta let me in, or I can't be here. Okay. I know I know a little of this is simply a replacement of one panel, I believe. Kevin?
Mr. McDonough's here for that.
Yes.
I'm here on behalf of Slipco and Mac Signs. And yes, we're interchanging a face panel, and both myself and Slipco have contacted the city with an argument as to why we have to come before HARB when this is in fact an approved sign, and the only thing we're doing is changing out a panel. And I don't know, Mike, you just spoke to Adizio, and I believe it was us who was before HARB when we did the Scranton Cultural Center, and we put the systems up, so we only have to we interchange the banners on a pretty frequent basis, and actually we're the ones who put the Adizio mast up. So would this and what you had just said, would this be treated as the same to where they can interchange panels without having to come before HARB?
Well, I'll yield to Richard and our solicitor. I think it's easy for us to make a motion and approve things, but procedurally on the city's end, I can't guarantee that if someone applies for a sign permit that they'll understand, or that the systems are in place to avoid having to come back before us again.
There's no objection to a permit. It's a new business. They're required to get a permit, and I've made we did our due diligence and we filed for a permit, and we were told we had to come before HARB on this one. But I have no objections coming before HARB, and I think the panel knows this. I've been before you before on a couple of different items, and when we take something off the building and have to put it back up, I understand. It should come before HARB because it's an alteration of a sign. But this is not an alteration of a sign. We're taking a panel out and put a panel in. Pretty much similar to what Adizio is doing, or what we do at the Scranton Chamber.
Well, I'm going to say that I guess I agree with Mike. My sense is, and I talked to Kevin before on this, I think we can make it easy to approve this in terms of actually whether or not, this had to come before us, and if a fee had to be paid and all of that. I think that has to be taken up with Dan and with the city.
And as I said, we'll do that. We'll present to the city because we have another tenant moving in here in about a month, and we'll be coming before the board.
You're coming back. You're going to change another one of these panels.
Yeah, we're going to be changing another one. We're going to be coming back before HARB, and the insult to the customer is, between HARB and the city of Scranton, they're paying more for fees than they are for these sign panels themselves.
Yeah, we've had a few of those situations. I remember one poor woman, we made her change the sign so much that she couldn't afford it. Yeah, in the end. But anyway, do we have any more comments on the sign itself? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the application as submitted.
Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So Kevin, I said we'd make it easy to approve this. I think take it up with, if there's a question about the fees or something like that, I would take it up with Mr. Penatar.
And just to add, at the end of the month, there's a meeting with a member of the State Historic Preservation Commission. And, I'll definitely mention this issue to them and see if there's any way to incorporate something like that into any proposed ordinance changes that they're thinking of. Because I do think that this is probably a common thing for several buildings within the historic district where there are signs like this with multiple businesses. Certainly understand the position of not wanting to have, a lot of increased costs for new businesses. Like you said, the fee itself could be more than the sign. From the other position that, when someone puts a new sign on the building, it looks just like that, they have to come before the board. So it's, and the way that the ordinance is worded, it's pretty vague. And I think that it is debatable, but I'll definitely bring that up with the state commission, and hopefully we can get an answer to you about that.
Okay.
All right, well, I thank everyone, and we'll do our due diligence on the city side.
Fair enough.
All right, thank you, everyone. Good night.
Okay, good night,
Thank you.
Kevin. Thank you.
Good night, Richard. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Dan, Conrad, Mike, Katie.
Okay. Next on the agenda? What do we have?
Dan, for whatever it's worth, your mic is cutting in and out. I don't know if that's your service or your equipment, but it makes it difficult to hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it still doing it?
Yes, at least on my end. It could just be me, but I think.
Try adjusting something here. Same issue?
No, it sounds much better.
Okay.
Interesting. You fixed it. Good for you.
Not sure what I did, but.
And next on the agenda is the Scranton Times invoice. I'm sorry, threw a blank there.
Okay.
And it's for $76.70 for this month's meeting advertisement.
Okay, may I have a motion to accept this invoice?
I'll make a motion to approve the invoice.
Thank you, Michael. Second?
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No opposed? Motion carries to approve our invoice.
Anything else, Dan or Richard? Or
Well, Dan, you sent me a memo, right, regarding historic preservation, the city, the ordinance and everything. Would you like to touch briefly on that?
Yeah, I can. I just wanted to give a little bit of an update as to what was going on in a few weeks. And I kind of touched on it. I was talking with Kevin there. The City Planning Commission and I'm not sure if the zoning office or what other offices are involved as well, but we'll be meeting with a representative from one of the state historic preservation commissions, and he proposed, he reviewed the HARB ordinance as well as the planning commission's main ordinance, as well as the website and other things like that. And he proposed some ideas that he noticed that he thought could be improved in the ordinances and in terms of the maps, kind of similar thoughts to what we talked about at last meeting. I think some of that has already been addressed by the assistant city planner, Craig. I think Brittany updated us on that. And but I sent an email out just kind of touching on some of the points that he mentioned. He also submitted a proposed ordinance, or not a proposed ordinance, but a kind of a sample ordinance, as well as some sample online resources that he used when he was helping the city of Harrisburg with their historic preservation efforts. And I just wanted to bring that up and see if anyone had any thoughts on his comments, or if anyone had any other thoughts or ideas or suggestions that you'd like me to bring up. I think I don't know if you're coming to the meeting, Richard, or not, but I'm definitely going to be there.
And that meeting is when, Dan?
September 28th.
And
Yeah.
the day of the week, what day of the week is that?
Oh, hold on one second.
It's a Wednesday.
Yes.
Wednesday. Well, I will, and at what time?
I think it's 11. Let me check.
While you guys are reviewing that, I think in looking at the memo that you sent, Dan, I think not concern, but the one that gave me some pause was the process by which information makes its way to the HARB, that the planning commission kind of reviews and makes a report and then it's over. I'm indifferent. I mean, that could be lovely. I don't know
Mike,
what
you're
that process looks
echoing.
like. But I think having that burden fall on the planning department, I don't know if they even have the staff to do that, but if they do, then great.
Yeah, I think that it seems like that would go hand in hand with having design criteria for them to be able to evaluate as well, which one of the other points that he raised.
But the guidelines portion, I think, is a pretty critical tool that would empower not only the applicant, but also the board members in our process here. And when I read this, it felt like this is something we've been looking forward to for a very, very, very long time. And if the state has the ability to support us in this way, I think that's amazing. I don't know where we'll run into tension. I don't know if that's at the city level or whatever, but I think I fully support this 1,000%. And for whatever it's worth, with regards to the website, I did see some updates to the Scranton City's website. Unfortunately, it's still very, very confusing to me. There's two kind of wings you can enter into. One is the building department and one is the zoning office. And the HARB is listed under the zoning office stuff, where the building permits are listed over under the building permit stuff. And technically we belong, I think, with the building permit stuff. And if you go there right now and look at the construction permit page, it describes the whole process to get a permit, and nowhere does it describe us. And I think that creates frustration for applicants because they have no concept we exist, nor would they, how would they know? Most applicants don't think to look at the zoning office to identify what permits they may or may not need to fill out, especially for a sign or for, a repair.
Right.
So I think there's still room for improvement there, and I'll plea again that whoever is controlling the website, I invite them to engage with me. I'd be happy to donate my time and explain the frustrations I see with it, not only as a HARB member, but as a resident, as an architect, and dealing with clients and hearing about it all the time. So for whatever that's worth, I offer my opinion to whoever's willing to listen. So now it's on YouTube as well. So there you go.
Okay.
I will definitely direct Craig to because I know he watches sometimes, so but Craig will definitely probably be reaching out to you with those concerns. I made updates because I only have permission to update board commissions and authorities sites. I don't have permissions to do the zoning or the building permits, not my department, but the board commission and authorities, that site where you guys are placed under, that site is updated with a interactive map as well that overlays. It doesn't really overlay the zoning map, but you can see when you are going to apply for a permit. You can see if you fall within the HARB district, and also for other properties outside of the HARB district, the landmark properties, those are also able to pop up as well. So I think Craig is trying to make changes. It's a slow process, but we're moving. So I will definitely, like I said, Mike, I will definitely reach out to him tomorrow and see what can be done for the building permit side of things and report back on that.
Okay, great. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
No problem.
and Dan, on the 28th, I am teaching. However, I don't teach until the afternoon. I mean, if it is 11 o'clock, I can certainly try to make that meeting.
It is 11 o'clock. I did check that.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else good for the order, or may I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ken. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. And with that, I believe we are adjourned. Michael, if I can't make that 28th meeting, perhaps you could?
Sure. Just keep me posted and
I
I'll add it
will.
to my calendar.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Nice to see everybody. Have a good night.
Yes.
Stay safe,
Okay.
everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Night.
Good night.
Thank you.